20. Okay? There he is. This is Scout Class Target Exclusive Air Raid. I'm going to take these off for the moment here, okay? I'm going to talk about his posability. He has no knee movement because of the way he transforms. I suppose they could have put a joint right above it, but it doesn't really matter too much. He has good leg movement this way and that way, and he has good arm movement. He can raise his arms up. He can do the splits, so he's very acrobatic. He can qualify for the Olympics. His arm rotates 360 degrees, both of them, and he bends at the elbow. Not the other way though, just that way, but that's the only way that really counts anyway. Does not have any hand movement. It's all molded one piece, and it can extend side to side like you saw. His head, you really shouldn't try to move because it's part of the gearing system where you saw this rotates and so does the head and nose cone. So if you try to pull his head around, it'll snap. You'll hear snapping sounds inside, and I don't really recommend that. Very good figure. I like the way he's proportioned. He's actually more proportioned than Armorhide is. But Armorhide is a kick-ass figure. Don't get me wrong. I love this guy, and I have two of these things. So the blue one and this black one here. But he's a little taller than Armorhide. He's not as stocky and big boned, I guess, as Armorhide. So he's more of a centurion and a soldier who's definitely in shape, whereas this guy is just all-out muscle and power. So they both have their purposes. Now these pieces here, it's off camera. But anyway, these pieces that were on the wings, they come together. And then you assemble it onto the top of this thing. And it forms a big honkin' spear. Now he can't hold it. You can hold it in two ways. You can hold it like this, which is only going to make him fall over. Yeah, it doesn't really look right, but he can actually hold that thing. I don't really care for that unless he's about to impale someone who's taller than he is. Or he can hold it like a centurion holds it. Well, I'm basically thinking of the Romans. They had the staffs, and they hold it like so, and he's a guardian. Very, very nice. Despite it being larger than he is, he holds it well this way. Nicely molded. A very stable figure. You can't really pose him too much because his knees don't bend, but you can spread his legs out. You can have him lean a little bit like that. But still a very nice, very handsome figure. His face has a helmet that looks like a pilot's helmet, and very nicely detailed. I'm sorry about I think it looks a little blurry, but I don't know. And it makes me wonder why they can do such a good job with this being so small, and then they come out with this thing, which doesn't look like anything in robot mode. By the way, he's coming out again as a repaint as Overcast. He'll be black with yellow striping and a little bit of gray here. Just in case you're interested. Also Decepticon. This guy is a Sector 7, although he has an Autobot logo on his box. Camera's so low. there aren't any Decepticon scouts. At least I haven't seen any. I don't know of any. I wonder if Target is ever going to come out with them or someone. These guys have no one to fight. Unless you're going to pit the Sector 7 bots against the Autobots, and to be honest with you, the Sector 7 bots have the Autobots beat in this class. You got Armorhide, you got this guy. I mean, you do have Elita 1, who's a scout class, who's a repaint of RC, which was a blue scout class, which is a repaint of the Energon RC that was pink. And she's not a bad figure either, but nothing compared to this guy. You know what I mean? She's... I'm sorry, Alita. But and then there's Clocker, who's definitely an Autobot. That's a decent robot. I've seen him at the store, but I wanted to get this one first. We'll see about Clocker. But there aren't any dedicated enemies. I don't see any Decepticons that these guys can fight that are about the same size. It just isn't fair. So I guess that's pointless, but we'll see if they come out with any more. I hope they do. But as far as ratings go, as a jet mode, I give him a 9.5. The only thing he loses points for is you can see his head and his silly plastic peg for a landing gear set. That's it. That's the only thing that's really wrong with him. I don't really mind that he is not based off an Earth jet. I don't really care. So he gets a 9.5 in robot mode, 9.5 in transformation. Even though it's simple, it's fun to do. And he gets a 9.5 for robot mode. The only thing he loses points on, and as tempted as I am to give him a 10, this guy got a 10, but this guy doesn't have any knees, so I gotta deduct points on that. But overall, excellent figure, 9.5 all the way. And if you see him, and from what I've heard, he's widely available. Why he wasn't before in my area, I don't know. But if you see him, grab him. You're gonna have fun with this guy. He's definitely worth adding to your collection, whether it's just for a display piece or if you like to play with him. This guy has it all. So pick him up when you see him. Definitely worth buying. This is Sportimus here. Hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you next time.
Attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Feel like a double rhyme double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Blast on my day and night.